Despite the success of all its phases, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has attracted some criticism too over the years. Martin Scorsese, in particular, made headlines with his dislike, but he's not the only one. There are a dozen other actors who don't want to be a part of the MCU. So let's dive right into the topic of the 12 actors who do not want to be in Marvel films. Let's start the countdown. Starting with number 12, John Chu. The Harold and Kumar actor is extremely talented, but it would seem a little bit lazy too. Chu revealed how he doesn't want to diet or work out like crazy, and that's why he would just much rather not be a part of any superhero films. That's a fair reason if we're being honest. Maybe the paycheck's worth it, but let's be honest, the dieting and the workouts are super rough. At the same time, he's also not fond of the indentured servitude contract, since he believes there's a lot of issues with multi-picture deals involved in the creation of such films. John elaborated how you could play Condorman when you're young, and then you end up signing a 15-year contract, and they could make multiple movies. He doesn't feel comfortable giving away that much of his freedom to Marvel. Up next, at number 11, is Josh Hartnett. The 44-year-old actor who starred in Pearl Harbor, the movie of course, and Black Hawk Down, has pointed out how he isn't too fond of the whole superhero universe. In fact, if rumors are to be believed, Hartnett actually turned down the opportunity to play Superman. That sounds a little bit too strange, right? Why would anyone turn that role down? Well, Hartnett believes that these roles have the potential to define him. If you ask us, that's a good thing because most people don't know who Hartnett is. Maybe a role like Superman could have helped his career. Well, it's his choice. He doesn't want to be labeled as Superman for the rest of his days. Guess what? So far in Hollywood, your only achievement is to be a lookalike to Johnny Depp. Entering the top 10, Rose McGowan, another actress who many people wouldn't recognize on the street. Rose McGowan is someone you might know if you watch the TV show Charmed or Scream, and the one that came out in 1996. If you still don't remember her, well, McGowan is now known as someone who believes that superhero films are tentpole films. She's criticized Marvel films on her Instagram. Where are the human stories? I want intelligence, daring work that drives society forward. Well, you're in the wrong field. Films are supposed to be about everything, and we've got enough real-life adaptations too. Do you want to change the field? Maybe try your hand at a different career. But then again, McGowan did actually quit acting. Hopefully she's now changing the world in some way. Moving on to number 9, Sean Penn. The star of Mystic River is a strong believer in Martin Scorsese's school of thought when it comes to Hollywood. Sean Penn believes that Marvel films are way too saturated in today's world and they take up too much space, not only in Hollywood, but also in the careers of many talented people. And he's not wrong to some extent, but then again, many actors still do end up working in other films that aren't just razzle-dazzle Cirque du Soleil films. We respect Penn's reasoning, maybe because he just comes across as a scary dude. But no, seriously, at least he's true to what he believes in, unlike some of the other names on this list. After that, at number 8 is Jason Statham, the star of some extremely unrealistic films like The Transporter or The Expendables, or even the Fast and the Furious franchise. Jason Statham isn't a huge fan of the Marvel Universe and has no ambition to be a part of that franchise. His reasoning behind it is anyone can do it, and he believes Marvel relies too much on green screens, huge budgets, and stunt doubles. While we disagree with his opinion, we respect Statham's choice simply because of his comments that he could put his grandpa in a cape, and the result wouldn't be too different. Now, see, that's a fun way of hating on Marvel. On to number 7, Amanda Seyfried. Another opinion that we generally respect is that of Amanda Seyfried. The beautiful actress has starred in some superb roles over the years, but when she did stunt work for Pan, she realized that she was not cut out for such roles and decided not to be a part of the Marvel Universe. Now, see, she tried all that, decided it didn't work for her, and then made up her mind. Not to mention, she's a huge fan of Marvel films and watches them regularly, but still ended up denying the chance to become Gamora in the Guardians of the Galaxy because she didn't want to be green for 6 months every year. Also at number 6, Jon Hamm. Now, this one genuinely hurts because Jon Hamm would have been perfect for so many superhero roles. He's turned down many, and he believes it was the right decision because you don't just get committed for one movie, but he actually has several and also other crossovers. It's fair to say that the Mad Men star isn't too keen on committing to longer projects. He also said how it's too much work and not the reason why he got into the business. Although Hamm's still doing the voice for Iron Man in the animated series MODOK, we'd love for him to reconsider. Into the top 5, now with Jennifer Aniston. Here's an actress that does not need any introduction, but her comments might just break the hearts of a huge majority that love the Marvel Universe and has a soft spot for the TV show Friends as well. Actually, she's already been criticized massively by Marvel fans because she said that all these big Marvel movies are diminishing the value of Hollywood and cinema in general. Okay, maybe she deserved criticism that came her way. It's also like cinemas are much better off making the same rom-coms over and over again, but she's not the only one with that opinion, as her sibling from the hit show Friends has a similar belief. And yeah, we're talking about number 4, Reese Witherspoon. The Oscar winner star Reese Witherspoon agrees with Rachel from Friends and believes that the prospect of doing a live-action film doesn't interest her too much. The eccentric actress doesn't seem sold on doing those big shot films, but at the same time, she knew how to get her word across. In fact, she also voiced her support for Captain Marvel and Brie Larson for starring in the first female-led Marvel film, and believes that this role would inspire young girls all over the world. Maybe Jen could learn a thing or two. Making it to the top 3, Timothée Chalamet, the young star in the heartbeat of every single girl and boy. Timothée Chalamet has already built a fantastic CV in the industry. Before his breakout role in Call Me By Your Name, Chalamet auditioned for the role of Peter Parker in Spider-Man Homecoming. Unfortunately for him, the role went to Tom Holland, and it seems that Chalamet might not be coming into the MCU anytime soon. That's because one of his heroes, rumored to be Leonardo DiCaprio, gave him advice of no hard drugs, no superhero movies. And Chalamet believes that his fame is down to getting good advice, so we think he might heed it. Then at number 2, Emily Blunt. Just like Emily Blunt, we were absolutely seething when we found out that she couldn't be the Black Widow because of her contractual obligations. That's one role that would have been so perfect with her. Not that Scarlett Johansson did a poor job, it just felt much more suited to Blunt. Now though, it seems that the heartbreak for Emily was a little too much, and now she doesn't know if superhero movies are for her, mostly because she doesn't like them. Maybe her husband, John Krasinski, can talk some sense into her because she's tailor-made for the MCU, and with her husband pretty much on his knees to become Mr. Fantastic, it'd be great to see his wife join the MCU too. And finally, at number 1, Matthew McConaughey. Alright. The Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey asked Marvel to play the Hulk. While we can't quite picture him as the giant green and angry monster, we do think he could have been the ideal Bruce Banner and Hulk. Marvel denied his request. A few years later though, Marvel realized that McConaughey could still be a fantastic addition to the universe and offered him a role in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but this time it was McConaughey turning them down. Talking to Playboy, the talented actor pointed out how he likes the Guardians of the Galaxy but didn't want to become a colorful part for just another big-name actor. It seems that the star of Interstellar isn't quite over the rejection and has decided to stay away from the universe altogether. And that's a wrap for this video. Would you want any of these actors to reconsider their thoughts about the MCU, and which role would you want them to play? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.